ears ringing in the morning after? That's the sound of damage. I found that me and my friends had the same problem, so I wanted to find a solution. I wanted an ear protector that protected my ears but still meant that I could enjoy going to gigs with loud music, without feeling like I was listening to music underwater. Conventional earplugs are fiddly, uncool and not fun to wear, especially at concerts and gigs because they make the music sound muffled. Through developing our earphones, which were successfully funded on Kickstarter last year, I discovered a revolutionary way of protecting our ears. I'd like to introduce Isolate ear protectors. Traditional ear protection products try to absorb sound from entering your ears. They ruin your music experience and fail to isolate you properly from bass frequencies, and you miss out on the details of the high frequencies, making what you do hear sound very unbalanced. By using our own patent-pending technology, I discovered a way I could create ear protectors that don't absorb sound. They block it, giving you a sensation that you have simply lowered the volume. Using Flux Isolate at a concert is really something else. You can hear every instrument, every detail at a safe low level like never before. Everyone who loves going to gigs and festivals is going to love Isolate. They take out peaks and excessive bass, which means you can hear details at concerts that's normally masked, and no dangerous ear pain from sudden whistles or screams from behind you in the crowd. Our bodies and bone structure act like dynamic dampeners to your ears. As the sound gets louder, your body feels everything, but your ears stay safe and in amazing comfort. With Isolate, you simply pinch, roll, and insert. They can be used in any environment you wish to isolate your ears from. We use the highest quality materials in the design of Isolate, solid titanium and aluminium. Our entry-level Isolate products are solid aerospace aluminium, and our Isolate Pro uses solid titanium for the ultimate earplug experience. Titanium is the denser of the two metals, and so attenuates sound to a higher level. As you can see, the Isolate design is finalised and ready to go. Now you too can be one of the very first people in the world to join the ear protection revolution. Isolate by Flare. Long live ears.
Introducing the revolutionary new Perfect Pressure mattress. What separates the Perfect Pressure mattress from almost all other mattresses on the market today are its 5 firmness zones that significantly reduce pressure points that cause tossing and turning. Most mattresses, whether they are memory foam, coils, air, latex, or combinations of these materials, have a common firmness throughout. They are either soft, medium, or firm from head to toe. Our secret formula is the architecture of our mattress, which creates 5 zones of comfort. We believe that it's not about choosing a mattress that is either soft or firm throughout. It's about the mattress being soft in certain regions and firm in others to lower and reduce pressure points which disrupt quality sleep. The zones or regions under your shoulders and hips on the Perfect Pressure mattress are softer than the firmer zones where your torso and thighs rest. By having firmer regions under your torso and thighs, the weight of your body's shoulders and hips are redistributed to these firmer regions by slightly raising your shoulder and hips from the mattress and thereby allowing blood to flow to your tissue. Restricted blood flow is what causes pressure points and results in tossing and turning as your brain tells your body to turn over to relieve the pressure. And less tossing and turning at night means you'll get a more restful night's sleep and feel refreshed in the morning. No other mattress accomplishes the relief of pressure like the Perfect Pressure mattress.
Prisma is a cold brew device, and it brews cold brew in 10 minutes, as opposed to the 12 hours to 24 hours.
When I think about cold brew, I think about two different groups of people. I think about the person who really enjoys cold brew, but just doesn't have the time to set up that process. They want their coffee and they want it now. The other person is a lot of great local coffee shops have cold brew on their menu now, and the biggest thing you hear is they run out. And we see Prisma as kind of a way to solve both of those people's problems. So for that person on the go, to know that they can wake up and start their Prisma and have cold brew before they leave is fantastic. And then for that coffee shop owner, they have the opportunity to use different beans, different flavors throughout the day with the Prisma. We think it's a great opportunity.
So Prisma Cold Brew can produce about 750 milliliters of coffee ready to drink. It uses a vacuum infusion technology. The nice thing about a 10-minute cold brew device is that you can brew it right in your home, ready to drink. You don't have to store it in your refrigerator, so you have more space in your fridge, and you have fresh coffee with a wonderful flavor.
Coffee is just what we do as Americans. You know, we wake up on the way to work, we stop by, we get a cup of coffee. It's a great time for Prisma because America is winning its palate back. It's falling back in love with craft things, not just commodity, but things are like specially made for a purpose and for a reason. It's not just, oh, let me get what's easy. It's like, let me get what's good.
So I'm a pretty avid coffee drinker. I've been trying to reduce the amount of sugar and creamer and things like that I'm using. But this one was really clean. If I had this coffee maker, I would still drink the coffee because it didn't have that funny aftertaste that stayed with you for a while.
We're here at First Build, and we're excited to introduce the Prisma Cold Brew. Finally, there's a product that will make cold brew every day in less than 10 minutes.
Introducing the biggest breakthrough in Wi-Fi in 15 years. With access to triple the spectrum, enabling up to 300 times faster performance than the typical consumer router. 10 state-of-the-art internal radios, active MIMO beamforming, and 9 powerful antennas for amazing range and coverage. All without compromising design and style.
Portal is, we believe, the fastest, strongest Wi-Fi. It's able to adapt to changing environments, able to adapt to congestion and traffic, something that you'd never had to manage because it was smart enough to manage itself.
You'll get faster Wi-Fi no matter what the condition is. You'll get a much more reliable connection.
Imagine, if you will, a 6-lane freeway, but for the last 15 years, everybody's really only driven on 1 lane, or maybe 2 if you're lucky. You ask yourself, why are these 4 lanes not being used? Well, we've solved that problem. Portal uses all of those lanes, and it does it intelligently. We can change lanes predictably to avoid interference and to avoid traffic.
A big part of the Wi-Fi spectrum actually is reserved for radar. Wi-Fi is allowed to share on it, but to share it, you have to make sure radar is not present, and that's a very delicate and very highly regulated environment. We've received certification for doing that. The way we achieve that is we've been working with the FCC for quite some time. All of our products are now authorized to work within those radar bands. So one of the key applications we developed Portal for was gaming. What we wanted to do is create some special channels that offered both high bandwidth and very low latency. And we control the access to those channels so that if we know you're gaming and we can detect that automatically, we'll give you the best gaming experience possible. We're looking to build a community of people who are serious about improving Wi-Fi and want to work with us on development of the product. Our goal is to make it a platform so that as Wi-Fi grows and develops into different areas, that we're one of the first guys who can support that. But we need your help and support to do that.
There's no other router in the world that can do what we do.
This is the solution. Please help us fund our Kickstarter. We think we can change Wi-Fi forever.